Hello everyone, this is Leanne Allegretto at the National Weather Service in Missoula. I'll be bringing you today's planning briefing and all the associated weather and impacts over the next several days as we get a look into the future. So let's do it. Here's some key points. First up, I'm recording this on Thursday, so we are expecting a cold front with accompanying winds to begin tonight through the day Friday across most of the Northern Rockies. And a lot of the afternoon on Friday will be pretty breezy. But again, we've been super moist, so kind of negated by that. But a cold front is coming through. There's the chance for some scattered thunderstorms. And of course, lingering clouds and cool temperatures will last into the day on Saturday. But beyond Saturday, we have very high confidence that Sunday through most of next week, if not all of next week, will be under the influence of high pressure and will be much drier than we've seen as of late. So the real question is, though, as I've stated here, just how hot and how dry will the region get during this time? So I will address this as we go forward in the presentation. So here's what we're looking at for our weather threat matrix. Like I said, with that cold front coming through, there is the low threat of winds just about everywhere and scattered thunderstorm chances in northwest Montana and down in southwest Montana. Again, it's on the low side. We're not expecting anything severe, but a few storms could kick up some winds, produce quite a bit of lightning, and perhaps some downdraft winds with those. But again, low chance. And then the rest of the board is green because it's going to be high, dry, and beautiful. So here's the current, or at least current as of the time of the recording, satellite for the Pacific Northwest. You can see there's some breaks in the clouds, going to help things to destabilize this afternoon. And the cold front is just off the coast. They're creeping its way eastward on shore and will eventually make its way over to western Montana and central Idaho later tonight and through the day Friday. Here's a one model's representation of how much rain. We're not expecting a whole lot. It's going to absolutely depend on where the thunderstorms form and if they produce enough rain that it actually reaches the ground. This is certainly nothing like the prolonged, heavy to moderate rainfall that we've seen over the past week or so. Just kind of a convective type regime with likely low chances of wetting rains possible. Then we get into Sunday onward, and I have highlighted here high confidence in warming and drying through at least Sunday through next week. And on the left-hand graphic, I show the afternoon highs that we're expecting. Basically, it says valid June 2nd, but this is the trend that we're moving in. We're looking at certainly upper 90s to perhaps 100 degrees over in the north central Idaho valleys, much warmer in the terrain, and then in the western Montana valleys, also very warm, although at this time, those could even be warmer, and I'll show that on the next slide. And then conversely, the lowest relative humidities that we're looking at in the teens for most locations, and some of the terrain or the areas that hug terrain will be in the 20s. So overall, much drier than what we've seen as of late. So one takeaway from this graphic, don't get too hung up on, the details, but what's the potential that some areas, the lower elevations at least, could get above those forecasted highs of 85, 87 degrees or so? And I have it highlighted in a box right around the Wednesday, Thursday time period. The boxes essentially showed the spread for what could be the lowest potential temperature during that time and then the highest potential temperature during that time. And I just spelled it right out for you. There's at least an 85% chance of reaching at least 85 degrees or higher Wednesday or Thursday. So the chances of reaching 90 or even higher than 90 for portions of western Montana and certainly north central Idaho are quite high, which has led us to the high confidence that we have in going with this forecast. And really, if you look at the high temperatures, which are the red boxes, you see it steadily creeping up with time, right, through the weekend, and then by Wednesday and Thursday, and then slightly tapering down, but still in that warm area. Definitely a change from what we've seen, the past week or so. And then it remains dry. The 6 to 10 day temperature outlook for May 31st through the first week of June shows us obviously in the well above normal chances for above normal temperatures, and also going to be quite dry during the same time. So we may have flipped a switch here, and our new long wave pattern proves to be much drier and much warmer. Maybe we'll start to see some of those fuels dry out. Time will tell. Thanks for joining us, and see you at the next briefing. Take care.